So we had a hailstorm out here back in March or May, and I talked to my insurance adjuster, and they said don't make a claim on the house until after hail season's over. So got the insurance claim submitted. The guys came out here, replaced all this beautiful cedar siding on the back side of the house. Unfortunately, there wasn't any hail damage on the rest of the house, so they left the old siding up on the other 3 remaining sides of the house. So one of the recommendations that I got from the one of the guys that did the siding work was to power wash the rest of the house and restain it the same color stain. You can really bring a lot of that life back to the wood. So what I am planning on doing over the next several weeks is taking some of the material that I was able to save out of what they used on the back here, take some of this wood and replace the really weathered, cracked boards on the rest of the house. This side of the house probably looks the best because it doesn't have as much of the weathering and the cracking and the splitting that the rest of the house does. But around the sides, on the front, say, especially the shorter boards down here at the bottom of the window, they're cracked really badly. So I'm going to take some of that extra material that we've got and replace some of these boards that are splitting and cracking, pulling away from the house. I'm gonna use the ones that are in the worst condition, and of course, look at that. I mean, that just comes straight out. So planning on replacing some of these boards, nailing the other ones back down, power washing this siding so that it brings a lot of that life back to it, and then we'll restain it here over the next few weeks. So that's my plan, is to clean up the scraps. And today I'm probably going to take one small section, just this small section here, and replace any of the cracked boards, broken boards, and then we'll just move around from side to side to side. We have to be pretty careful with this stuff. It's got a lot of rusty nails in it. Of course, they didn't take out when they pried it off because there's no need to. So I'm going to burn it in that burn pile over there and then roll a big industrial magnet over it to pick up all the rusty nails. But got to be really careful when I'm loading it on the forks here, because my wife has gotten far too accustomed to taking me to the emergency room. So we don't want to rack up any more frequent flyer miles over there. So you just saw down in the barn, I switched from the pallet forks over to the bucket. And for anybody that's even considering a tractor without the skid steer style quick disconnects, don't. You know, removing all those pins to put on a proprietary loader or set of forks or something like that would be just an absolute pain in the neck. So definitely go with the skid steer style quick disconnects. Even if you don't think you're going to be switching out loader attachments all that much, you will. So definitely get the skid steer style quick disconnect. So we're going to replace some of these boards that are cracked and weathered really badly along the bottom with some of the spares that we had left over. So we'll get to work and get some of these boards replaced. Okay, so you should be able to see where I've replaced some of the old rotten boards and battens, and on the side of this window here, I went ahead and just flipped that board around, exposed the new side of it. So now, from everything that I've read and seen, I should be able to pressure wash this side and the rest of these boards to look like these new ones. We'll see. Then down here at this end, there were a few more rotten boards down here at the bottom. A little easier to fit and finish this one out. I did the same thing, flipped that board on the side of the window around. One of the things that we've come across is these battens. I've reused some of the older ones on this, but some of these battens, apparently they don't make these thin ones anymore. They only make these that are a 1x2, I guess, is what they're classified as. But so these little ones are not made. I don't know how much of a difference, you know, somebody just walking by is going to be able to see those. My OCD, it gets a little bit of the best of me, but hopefully that doesn't bother me too badly, and we'll be able to reuse some of these thinner ones as much as we can. Got a few of these boards replaced. It's really hot out here today, but it was just bugging me, and it was something that I really wanted to do, at least one section at a time. So got this part of the house done, and we'll move around to some of these other parts on around. So we'll do that at a later date though.